Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of the History Channel, Wanbin TV Bang Ejiza. Today, we are going to explore the rich and fascinating history of the United States of America. From the early settlers to the present day, the history of America is full of events and people that have shaped the nation into what it is today. Early settlers and the 13 colonies. Let's start with the early settlers of America. In the late 1600s, the first English settlers arrived in America and established colonies along the Atlantic coast. These 13 colonies, including Virginia, Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania, eventually declared their independence from Britain and formed the United States of America. American Revolution. The American Revolution was a pivotal moment in American history, as the 13 colonies fought for their independence from Britain. The war lasted from 1775 to 1783 and resulted in the formation of the United States as a nation. The American Revolution was also a time of great change, as ideas of liberty and democracy took hold in the minds of the American people. Civil War. The next major event in American history was the Civil War, which lasted from 1861 to 1865. The Civil War was fought between the northern states, known as the Union, and the southern states, known as the Confederacy. The war was fought over issues of slavery, states' rights, and the future of the nation. The Civil War resulted in the abolition of slavery and the reunification of the country. Industrial Revolution. The late 1800s and early 1900s saw America undergo the Industrial Revolution, which transformed the country from an agricultural society to an industrial power. During this time, new technologies and innovations led to rapid economic growth and the rise of big business. The Industrial Revolution also brought about significant social and cultural changes, as millions of people moved from rural areas to cities to work in the factories. World War I and II. The early 20th century saw America enter World War I, which lasted from 1914 to 1918. America's involvement in the war helped to establish the country as a major world power. The country also played a major role in World War II, which lasted from 1939 to 1945. America's victory in World War II cemented its position as a superpower and helped to shape the post-war world. Civil Rights Movement. The mid-20th century saw the rise of the Civil Rights Movement, which was a fight for equal rights for African Americans. The movement was led by figures such as Martin Luther King Jr. and resulted in significant legislation, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. The Civil Rights Movement was a turning point in American history, as it helped to end racial discrimination and segregation in the country. Outro. And that's a brief overview of the fascinating history of America. From the early settlers to the present day, the history of America is full of events and people that have shaped the nation into what it is today. I hope you enjoyed this episode and learned something new. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.